Urshifu. That's not what I wanted. I didn't want Urshifu, but hopefully he goes for Trick Room here. Oh, he did! He did go for it. Okay, that was a good play, though. I made a good play there, then. What is up, everybody? We are back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Regulation J VGC. Mew is another one of the mythical Pokemon that it will be allowed with the Regulation J rule set when it goes live in-game at the start of September. Mew is a really cool mon just because it has base 100s across the board, and it can pretty much learn like any TM that's currently in the game and a lot of that type of shit. So it has a really good move pool and a lot of really unique things it can do. You can kind of run it however you really want, whether it's like physical attacker, like more of a bulky mon, special attacker, speedy support, like whatever you really want to run it as. It has moves and like options to kind of run whatever it really wants. The main thing with the Mew right now, though, at least from what at this current like early on in Regulation J, within like the first week or so, at least when you guys are seeing this, is it kind of falls into the category of what Smeargle would kind of do. Pretty much what people are using the Mew for, and the kind of what this team's going to be using it for, is kind of like a psychic type Smeargle, but it's just a Mew, and then it has way better stats than Smeargle does. It doesn't have Moody or anything, but has Synchronize, which is it's kind of a shitty ability, but you have a way better move pool, way better stats, and way better speed and that type of thing. And you also get a bunch of other really cool stuff on this mon that Smeargle, I guess you could have on Smeargle. There's a few things that Smeargle does get that Mew doesn't, which is Spore and like Fake Out and Follow Me mainly. And there's a few other things like Wide Guard, I think. But apart from that, a lot of the other stuff that Smeargle usually gets, Mew also gets. Apart from like a handful of moves, so kind of falls into more of like the supportive category. I've also seen Mew being ran with like Choice Scarf coaching, and there's a few other things. But the one unique thing that's actually Transform, which is actually the team we're going to be featuring today. So I'm going to kind of run through this team, talk a little bit more about Mew. We're going to hop in some games. If you guys want to use this team, that's your team by J Jingle. If you guys want to use this team, paste for this team down below. Rental up in the corner. I think they might also have a YouTube, but I'm not sure. I forgot which Discord I got this out of. I get a lot of my teams out of Discord. I forgot which one I got this out of, but I've had the rental code in game for like a day or two now, and like I've just hadn't had time to record until today. So, but pretty much the Mew on this team. This one's actually a mental hurt Mew, so you cannot be taunted, and at least you can shake off the taunt enough to where you can actually get transformed or do something. The one unique thing that Mew has that Smeargle really can't do very well is Transform. Pretty much what Transform is you have a really solid speed of 100 and you're pretty much bulky. You can actually transform into the enemy team, something on the enemy side of the field, or even like one of your own Pokemon. Usually the thing on your enemy side of the field, though, you pretty much go for Imprison turn 1, and then on the second turn you go for Transform. Whatever you transform into cannot use any moves. They are forced to switch out until the Mew dies. So you can pretty much imprison and then transform into something, and then since you've imprisoned them and you're still alive on the field even after you transformed into whoever on the enemy team, on the enemy side of the field, they cannot use any moves because their moveset is the same as yours and you are imprisoning them on the turn before. So it's kind of one unique thing that I've been seeing with Mew. I think that's one of the main niches it kind of has, to be kind of more of a disruptor transform mon, which is kind of cool. This one also has Trick Room and Tailwind depending what team we're going against. So we'll see how that does. You got the really standard Grimmsnarl on this team. This one actually has Fake Out and Throat Chop. I'm really surprised to see what Throat Chop really does. I don't know what Throat Chop really even does, if I'm being real with you guys. What is running sound-based moves right now? I have no idea. Hyper Voice. I don't know what the fuck's even running Hyper Voice. I don't know. Snarl. I guess Snarl's kind of common on some stuff. I don't know. We'll see how well Throat Chop really does. Apart from that, I don't know how that really, if that's really any good. Got these Scarfed Annihilate on this team, just mainly like a kamikaze, like suicide mon. You're going to probably be clicking Final Gambit most of the time, turn 1, or just trying to go for like huge damage, or just you turning out, see how that does. You also got the Defiance, so if you get Intimidated or your stats lowered, you get a +2 attack boost. Got the Flame Orb, Guts, Ursaluna on this team, just a really standard set. This one's actually running Terra Normal instead of Terra Ghost or any other Terra. Wellspring Ogerpon, kind of interesting. And then you have the Dialga on this team, the Dialga Resolute with the Telepathy. So it's actually more of a kind of a lower tier, like restricted team, if I'm being real with you guys. There's still some like really common shit on this team, like the Grimmsnarl and like Annihilate's really been a mon that's really risen to usage, especially with the mythicals being released, because it pairs really well with a lot of them. And like there's a few other things, but the team overall, like you don't really see as much Ogerpon Water like Ursaluna in a lot of teams, and especially MEW or Dialga, so kind of more of a lower tier Reg J team. So we'll see how this team does. Top in some games. Alright, we hear the game. My opponent has a Sun team, the Regulation G Sun team. Smeargle, Koraidon, Clefairy, Rillaboom, Groudon, and Empoleon, which is interesting. I haven't seen Empoleon in quite a while, actually. I don't know, what do I want to do here? What would I want to like transform into, I think transforming in, like, into the Smeargle or the Koraidon would be really nice, actually. Or if he gets like a boost, Groudon into his team actually ain't too bad either. Transforming into that. I don't know. Dialga's okay here, but like I think if I have to bring this thing, I'm forced to Terra. I really want screens. I think I bring screens here for sure. Annihilate's okay here too. I think I just lead Annihilate. I'll bring what else do I want to bring in the back? I'll bring the Dialga. I don't know if I really want to base this entire match of just having to have the Mew transform into something to do damage, but I'm gonna try it anyways. I don't have really that good of a matchup into my opponent's team apart from like one or two things. He has a way better matchup into me than I do to him, unfortunately. Ogerpon doesn't really do much here either, especially because he has Sun, which just nerfs a lot of my damage. If you guys like the videos, leave a like, subscribe, share the video. Really appreciate the support on all the Regulation J stuff. He leaves Empoleon and Smeargle, okay? I don't know, is he fake out? Like, I don't know if he's fake out or not. I kind of want to just go like final gambit the Empoleon right away, turn 1. Just get it out of here. I'm gonna fake out the Smeargle. I think that's what I'm gonna do here. I really did. Actually, that or I just close combat actually too. I can just close combat and hopefully that just one-shots him. I can see him swapping into Koraidon or some shit here though. He might not even stay in. He makes the Terra Ghost play, so I cannot fake him out. I think he was probably expecting close combat. That's probably why. He probably didn't expect the fake out, but whatever. Okay, there's the Protect. He's probably sporing me. Probably getting spored. What a play. What a play, turn 1. What a play. Of course, there's a Spore, of course. Here we go with playing around the Smeargle with this spam Spore all game. Oh, that's gonna be so fun. I got Throat Chop for you now, bro. I'm gonna Throat Chop you. Nice close combat again. It doesn't pay even switching out here. It does not pay switching at all. He outspeeds me, I go to sleep. I'll give him props though for the Terra Ghost. I wish I would have just Throat Chopped the guy if I knew that's what he was gonna do, but I didn't think he was gonna waste a Terra on the Smeargle. I want to try to set up a light screen. If I can get a turn 2 Protect or turn 2 Wake Up here, that'd be great. Let's get this fucking Empoleon out of here. That'd be huge. I need some type of luck here because like if I get no damage here and I just get stalled out in these first few turns, I lose both of these Mons. It's going to be really difficult to bring this match back. I don't think Dialga and Mew can bring this game back. He's following me. He knows I'm Scarf too. He knows I'm choiced. Okay, I don't wake up though. kind of want to go into the MEW here, actually. Transform. Should I transform into the fucking Smeargle on this turn? And I think that the problem I'm gonna have now is like I can transform right away into him, but he can still spore me because I have to spend a turn transforming. I'm gonna imprison and I'm gonna try to transform into the Smeargle. I think that's what I'm gonna try to do here. Just hope he doesn't follow me again. Okay, now of course, now I wake up. I think I actually just switch this shit out on this next turn. I mean, he also puts himself to sleep though, which is the thing here, because I have synchronized. Okay, he doesn't. Synchronize doesn't work for sleep. Synchronize does not work for sleep. Okay, that's really stupid. I thought it worked for sleep. It doesn't work for sleep. It only works for all the other stats. That's so fucking dumb. That is so stupid. That is retarded. Wow, that's so dumb. I thought it worked for sleep. I guess it doesn't. It's only for burn, paralysis, and freeze, or whatever the other one is. Or poison, I think. I mean, I can close combat here again, but you're just gonna just keep spamming follow me. That's all this shit is. I want to try to transform into him, but I think I'm better off just switching out into the Dialga here, and then we can play the Spore game again. Gosh, is this fucking annoying. I didn't ask to go against this shit on my first game with this team. I didn't. I really didn't. I didn't want to go against Spore Spam Smeargle. Like, this is his first 2 mons. Like, I'm down to my, like, last 2 mons here, pretty much. I want to try to fucking transform into the guy, but I just can't. I'm gonna protect here and just hopefully I wake up on this turn. He knows the MEW can't do shit either, so that's why he keeps targeting down everything alongside the MEW, because he knows the MEW, if I try to transform into the Smeargle, like, I can't do shit to him. I gotta try to do it though. I need to force him out or do something here. I mean, I can Draco here too if I really want to, but that means I have to switch on this next turn. I don't think Flamethrower really does that much, if I'm being real. Now he shouldn't be able to use any moves. There we go, that's what we needed. He sashed Smeargle, I'm not even surprised. I think just the main thing is if I can transform into him, I can just start putting his own team to sleep. I think that'd be really funny. Oh, he actually has Wide Guard, that's what he's running. Who's the faster fake out though? I don't know, I might be the faster fake out, because he's forced to switch the Smeargle out now. He has to switch it out, so whatever's coming in here is going to be taking a bunch of damage, I think. If it's Koraidon, I'm going to be really pissed if he has Koraidon, he goes into it. But I'm going to Flamethrower the Rillaboom. I still have a Terra on deck too, I can go Terra here on one of these turns. Empoleon again. I mean, the good news is I can probably outspeed that, actually. Failed. Why did it fail? Why did Fake Out fail? Oh, it's maybe because it's the first time. I don't know why it failed. I don't know why it failed. I think it's because it's supposed to be the first turn I'm on the field. Maybe that's why. I don't know. I thought it's because if I transform, it would still work. I guess it doesn't. I guess I just fucked up big time. I could have spored something. Whoops. Whoops, I fucked up. I mean, I'm gonna try to spore the Empoleon now, though. I don't know. I thought how Fake Out worked is if I go for the transform and then I have its moveset, I use it. That would be the first time I use it, but I guess it's probably the only first time I'm on the field. I don't know. I don't know. I think if he has Koraidon in the back, I think this entire game's just going to be decided anyways, because at this point in the game, I don't think I have anything for Koraidon, really. I mean, I can go for close combat and try to one-shot the Empoleon, but he still has Smeargle with Fake Out and shit, so... And, like, he can just protect. Like, he doesn't have to really worry about anything. He can just kind of just protect and then follow me and then buy him a free turn where he can just do a bunch of damage. Koraidon. Do I go for Final Gambit here and just fucking YOLO this? I really want to. I kind of really want to, but at the same time, if he goes for, like... If he protects the Empoleon here, like, what happens? I don't know. I'm Terra Fire. I don't know if Terra Fire really does much for me. I gotta go for close combat. I think I gotta go for it here. I have Draco Meteor, but, like, do I go Terra Grass here? I guess I gotta go Terra Grass just to try to live. Let's hope he doesn't protect or Terra. I guess he can't Terra because Terra this. And he predicts the fucking close combat. Of course he does. Of course he does. This guy's a fucking scumbag. He plays like an absolute fucking shithead. He plays like a Smogon player. That's how he plays. This must be one of the Smogon players. This must be his alt account where he's playing doubles VGC on the ladder. He just protects so he can see what I lock myself into. Maybe I should have went for Phantom Force. Maybe I should lock myself into that. The good thing is, though, is I don't lower my special attack right away. So it's okay, I guess. I don't know. Now he can Fake Out again here, though. And, like, just completely just spam Follow Me, too. So, like, he has a few plays he can do here. He just goes for Follow Me or, like, tries to Spore Me, I guess. Or go for Fake Out, so... This Smeargle is just a fucking pain in the ass, this team. The problem with this team I'm having so far is it's just really slow, and, like... The one thing that has speed control on this team is the MEW, but a lot of the time, like, the shit you're going against just shut down the MEW really easily. That's what I've been finding with this team so far. I think the only other, like, cool tech that I found so far, I did a few testing games, I ran into a Meloetta, and Relic Song actually gets shut down by Throat Chop, so I actually didn't know that. So if you guys are using Throat Chop, it actually shuts down Relic Song, because that's a sound-based move. So the Meloetta can't transform on you. That's the only main thing that I found out with this team in like 1 or 2 testing games. I happened to go against the Meloetta team, and that's the interaction that kind of played out. I think he just sits and spams Follow Me now, because he knows I can't attack him. And like, he can just fucking attack the Dialga and I just instantly lose because he knows I'm Choice Scarfed. That's what this game comes down to. I should have just locked myself into Phantom Force, I guess. Maybe that's my fault. I don't know. Maybe I should have. Because now he's just going to sit and spam Follow Me all fucking game. So. And like, I don't think I live a Flare Blitz. I really don't. Yeah. There's no way I win this. This is a game that was just won because he has a fucking Terrago Smeargle. It just ended up working really well, and I ended up having Choice Scarf Annihilate, and it just happened to check the Annihilate perfectly. That's all this game really came down to. The Mew didn't really do shit this game either, but like I kind of fucked up with the Fake Out play. I could have probably got a free Spore on something, but I didn't know how Fake Out worked. I thought it was because I transformed. That was the first turn I was on the field, but I guess it doesn't work that way. I guess if you transform into something that has Fake Out and you go for it, it doesn't work because you were still on the field more than one turn. It's not like Ditto, I guess. I think I'm really used to how Ditto works when it transforms and like into something that has Fake Out and I just go for it right away. That's why it works, because that was the first turn you were on the field. It's not the same case with me when I learned the hard way, unfortunately. So I don't think there's any way I win here. This guy can go fuck himself. Take that win and shove it straight up your bum, buddy. I don't think you deserve that one. I hope I run into you on the ladder again. I want a rematch against this guy. I want to fucking go against this guy on the ladder again. I hope we cross paths yet again when I'm recording. I'll fuck you up, bud. Or when I'm recording with another team, because I'm gonna be recording with a few other teams tonight too. Hopefully he still plays on the ladder, and I'll wreck him again. See you guys in another game. All right, here's another game. We're going against a Regulation High team. Lunala, Miraidon, Gothitelle, or Shifu. I think that's Water or Shifu. Ogerpon, Frigarath. So, what do I want to do here? It's a game where I kind of really want to sketch or like transform into something on the enemy team, but it just takes so much fucking effort to transform into something. It really does. I guess screens here wouldn't be bad. I'll try to go for screens. He does have a Frigarath, so I can't go for Fake Out, unfortunately. The screens are still good. Throat Chop's good into Lunala, I guess, and a few other things on his team. What else do I want to bring here? I don't know if I should just try to go lead Mew right away or what, but I don't know. I think I'm going to try to lead the Mew right away. I'll bring the Dialga in the back. What else do I want to bring? I think Ursula looks really nice here too. I think I'll try to bring the Ursula, I guess. It's mainly as like a check to Miraidon in case that gets out of control. Well, this is probably the worst case ever because I can't Fake Out the Miraidon. This is not a good lead for me. This is a terrible fucking lead. Terrible lead. I'll light screen, but I'm probably going to get one-shotted by the Miraidon right here. I don't know. Part of me wants to also go for Tailwind, but I don't know if he's going to set up Trick Room because he has a really slow team. He has a few Trick Room options too. I mean, I can go for Imprison here in case he goes for Trick Room. I think that's my play. And just hope on this next turn that I can live 2 hits or whatever and don't get one-shotted by Miraidon. I don't know. It's kind of the problem with Mew that I've kind of had with this team as well, is like even with screens, like it takes too much to set up, and that's the main problem I've been finding with it. If your opponent's dumb enough to let you go for Imprison or like do whatever you want in the first 1 or 2 turns and then transform, then it works, but nobody's dumb enough to do that. They just go after it right away. That does over half to me, and that's with the screen up. That's fucking crazy. That's Specs. That's Specs Miraidon. I think best case scenario here is if he goes into Lunala and then he happens to go for Trick Room and I end up go for Imprison here. I think that's probably the best case scenario. And like on this following turn I transform into Lunala. Maybe that's what I do. That's not what I wanted. I didn't want our Shifu, but hopefully he goes for Trick Room here. Oh, he did! He did go for it. Okay, that was a good play, though. I made a good play there, then. Took a shit ton of damage, which isn't good. I don't know if I should go for Reflect here, or if I should try to go for Throat Chop on him. That way he can't attack me anymore. Like, he probably has, like, Psychic Noise or, like, Hyper Voice as his only attacking moves. So I kind of want to just transform into the Urshifu. I think the Urshifu would actually be a little bit better here. Transform into that, I guess. I don't know why I'd want to transform into the Frigoraph at all. It doesn't really do much. I think I just go for Throw Chop here. And then I'm going to try to transform into the Urshifu. We'll see if he's Scarfed or not. If he's Choice Scarf, I think he's still just getting one-shotted by him, but... I really like Reflect here too, but I just can't. I gotta go for the transform, that way he can't attack me. Okay, perfect. That worked good. That worked good. He is not Scarfed, so that worked. He can't use it. Oh, he can't use certain moves. That means he was going for Hyper Voice. Wow, the Throat Chop came through again. I guess Throat Chop's great for Frigoraph. That's one I kind of talked about a little bit about Throat Chop in the team preview. I think I talked a little bit about last game and how it prevents Relic Song from transforming Meloetta too. I guess Frigorap's another mon that likes to use sound-based moves, like Hyper Voice and Psychic Noise mainly. So I guess it works for that too. We're going against Frigoraph. What do I do here? Because like he's forced to switch the Urshifu out now, so I mean I just Throat Chop the Frigoraph, get it out of here. Terra, I'm Terra Ghost. Okay. This also has Taunt. He also has Taunt on this. I kind of want to just go for close combat actually. Because what does he have coming in? I guess Miraidon maybe comes in. I don't know. I guess Miraidon comes in. He's just gonna struggle, okay? He's gonna just stay in and use struggle. I don't know why he wouldn't switch. I guess he doesn't want to take damage. Okay, that does literally nothing though. I guess he just doesn't want to take any damage. Right on. I mean, he rage quits! He rage quit on me! He's like, oh yeah, I'm not playing against this. Okay, I didn't think Mew was gonna make people rage quit, but I'll take it. That guy had still a good chance of winning too. I don't know why he rage quitted there. He still had a really good chance of winning because Miraidon wrecks like my entire team. And like, he didn't know my last two mons. I had an Ursaluna in the back, but like, even... He still had Urshifu available, so if he would have just switched it out, he would have still been in a great spot. I don't know why he stayed in there. He still had a chance to switch it out and still be in the game and probably win, so... I don't know why he went and rage quit. Why would he rage quit there? I don't know. Just, I don't know, sore losers to stupid people. They just want an easy win. They don't want to actually have to play the game, I guess. I don't know. Alright, we're here with the game. My opponent has the Archaludon, Tropicos, Typhlosion, Golden Goal, Annihilate, and Umbreon. Really weird team. Really, really weird team. I don't know what he's trying to do. I don't know, this is a really good team for Annihilate, though. Annihilate looks really nice here. What else do I want to go for here? I guess Mew ain't too bad here either. I guess I'll lead Mew. It ain't too bad here. Dialga ain't bad. I'll bring Dialga. I think Ogerpon ain't bad here too. I'm really kind of scared of the Archaludon though, because if he has Archaludon, and I just get completely fucking walled by it. I think I'll bring the Ursaluna again, because if I bring Ogerpon, I get walled by Archaludon. Like, he has a lot of Steel types on his team, so... Typhlosion Archaludon. Now, what does this do? I don't even know what this does. Do I just close combat him turn 1? I think I do. I think that's what I'm going to do here. I kind of want to just Imprison transform into the Typhlosion. I think that'd be really cool. I don't know if he one-shots me. I don't think he does. He actually lives a close combat. That's not good. I didn't think he was going to live that, actually. I thought he would just one-shot it, but he lived. Can I actually transform into the Typhlosion here on this next turn? If I can trace flash fire and he goes for a fire move on me, that'd be great. I'm probably dead. Oh, I live though. I barely live. Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna close combat again and I'm gonna try to transform here. I guess technically with Imprison he can't even attack me, so I guess if I really wanted to do that there, what I should have did is I should just transformed into him right away, and I could absorb the fire type move. That was probably the play. I kind of misplayed there actually, because I probably could have predicted that fire type move from like a mile away, and I could have got a flash fire boost. Bit of a misplay there, but it shouldn't matter. We still killed the Arclodon, and we still prevent him from attacking here, so that's fine. I just hope he doesn't. His only fire move ain't Eruption, because we can't get max damage out of that anymore. I haven't seen Typhlosion in forever. Goes to show you, like, a lot of people are running some really unique teams on the ladder. Like, I haven't seen Typhlosion since like Regulation H was in game, and that was a long time ago already. Just close combat again. Like, he's forced to switch out here. Okay, he does have Heat Wave. He has Flame Charge. He's running a mixed Typhlosion. What the actual fuck? Wild Charge, Flame Charge, Typhlosion. I don't think I've ever seen something like that. New meta here, y'all. This guy is creating his own meta. You gotta like it. I mean, I think it's Heat Wave. If he stays in, I give him a free boost, but like, he can't attack me, so I don't really care. If I was him right here too, I wouldn't have went for Terra. I would have absorbed something with the Terra Shell first, and then I would have Terra'd on the next turn. I think that's a misplay. Now you're going to eat a close combat that is way more than it should have. You would have been able to eat that with a Terra Shell. Okay, he struggles. He's supposed for struggle. Okay. Scratch that, y'all. Even if I guess technically he must be Blaze. He must be Blaze Typhlosion. He's not Flash Fire Typhlosion. So I guess technically I was saying how I could have transformed into him on the first turn without going for Imprison and absorbed a move. I guess that would have never worked anyways, so I guess I made the right play. Because he's not even Flash Fire, he's Blaze Typhlosion. For some weird reason. Okay. I think the one main thing about like this though is like a lot of people don't know how to play against this MEW shit. Like they don't know how this, they don't know that they're supposed to switch out and that type of thing. Like if they switch out, they can prevent a lot of this stuff. And like they know their own sets, so they know how much damage and like what I'll be doing as well. But a lot of people don't really know how to play against this because they don't ever run into a lot of this stuff. I think one of the main things that you can maybe get around with this set is the surprise factor, because a lot of people don't know how to play against this Imprison transform bullshit. Like, this guy has no idea what the fuck he's supposed to do. Like, he's just sitting there like a deer in the headlights. Like, he doesn't know what the fuck to do. If I were him, I would have switched the Typhlosion out and then went right into the Terrapagos, or like, I guess his last one was Golden Ghost, so his Golden Ghost would have had to take a fire move probably, but I don't know. Unless he's Terra, he could have tried to Terra. I don't know what he would have been able to do, but I mean, there's ways to play around it. Like, it's not like a surefire thing, but a lot of people seem what I've been seeing as well in a lot of these games is a lot of people don't know what the fuck to do against it. Like, they just don't know what to do at all. They kind of just sit there and they just let you just take a bunch of free damage, and before they even do anything, they either rage quit or if the game's pretty much done and they lost. So I think it's actually just Earthquake here. That is Earthquake. Heat Wave. We'll let the Ursaluna just pick up the last kill of the game. And I get the clutch burn. 10% burn. Don't think that mattered at all, though. don't know what my opponent's team really was. He was trying to run either. Like, yeah, I eat that really well. I actually even live. I don't know what my opponent's team is trying to do. I feel like his team is just like a bunch of shit slapped onto a team, which is fine. Like, win with your favorites. I'm all for using your favorite Pokemon to try to win a battle with, as long as you're having fun. But if you're going onto the ladder to try to win, I don't know. It comes down to how much you want to really win. If you're trying to have fun, that's one thing. But if you want to try to win as well, while also having fun, that's another thing. You got to try to make something at least somewhat competitive. You got to try to make compromises, even if it's using some of your favorites. I don't know. His team was like really random too. Like I even in the team preview, I was kind of confused. Like, what the fuck's this thing do? Drop a ghost that doesn't really make sense with any of the mons he has, and he has like a bunch of random shit. I don't know. I'll take the dub though. Let's talk a little bit more about this team. Alright, as for this team, if you guys want a pretty fun team around Mew, I think this is overall a pretty fun team. I think the main problem with Mew is especially with this most common set, was like the transform stuff. I think especially with this team, I feel like this Mew is just trying to do too much for this team. And with the transform stuff as well, you need at least 2 turns to set the transform Imprison stuff up. Turn 1 you go for Imprison, and that's if they don't have Fake Out or any other shit forcing you to switch out or that type of stuff. You go for Imprison and then you transform on the second turn. Being that this team is also pretty reliant on like speed control, whether it's Tailwind or Trick Room too, I feel like having both of those on the Mew just makes it too big of like a linchpin for this team, and it makes it, you need to do too much with the Mew to the point where by the time you want to do what you want to do with the Mew, which is the transform Imprison stuff, if you have to set up the Trick Room to actually like do stuff with this team, or the Tailwind for example, that's 1 turn delayed on your transformation. So you still have to set up the Imprison, which sometimes you don't really need to, depending on what you're going against. You can just straight up transform, that's fine. But usually if you want the biggest advantage, and so they can't attack you and they're forced to switch out at the very least, you can kind of take some momentum that way. You got to go for the Imprison, which takes 1 turn, and then the transform. And if you're forced to go for like Tailwind or Trick Room on the first turn as well, that's 3 turns you need to stay alive. So usually by the time you try to transform and get the Imprison shit going, you're mostly dead. Like, you either have a shit ton of health, you've been hit a few times and like you're almost dead, or it's the point in the game where like they're setting up on you or like that type of thing. I don't know. I feel like overall, like, if this team really wants to have the Tailwind and the Trick Room, I think this Mew needs to have like the load kind of shifted off of it and onto different Pokemon. Like another Trick Room setter needs to be on this team, or like something else that has speed control. Whether it's like Tailwind or Icy Wind or Electro Web or whatever the fuck it is. I feel like this Mew, you want to do one thing with it, but it's also trying to be a support for this team, and you just can't do everything. I think that's the main problem I've kind of faced with this team. Plus, the Imprison transform stuff, it really takes a lot to set up. And if your opponent isn't fucking blundering like idiot, they're not going to let you set up the Imprison transform bullshit. They know what you're going to try to do, and especially with how common this set is probably the most common Mew set that people are trying to run. Especially if they see you go for Imprison randomly turn 1. They're usually going to try to double target down the Mew and just get it off the field fast as possible. Or just do a shit ton of damage to it to where it's not really as much of a threat anymore. And by the time you're able to transform, you don't really get your full value out of it. I think that's kind of the main problem with it. At least for this team. I don't know if in general, maybe if there was a little bit of a better team around. I'm not saying this team is really bad, but I think it could be done at least a little bit better. The Mental Herb I didn't really get any use out of anyways, at least for when I played this team. But I know why it's there. It's for taunt and that type of stuff. But I think Stellar Terra Mew would be kind of cool too. Just like going like transforming into something and then going like Stellar Terra, I think that'd be kind of cool. Just to try to go for, but I understand why it's Terra Ghost. You can't get faked out and that type of thing. But apart from that, I think the other thing on this team I really didn't care for is the Ogerpon. I don't even think I brought the Ogerpon to like one of my games. I don't think Ogerpon Water is really that good right now, especially with Miraidon being so common. Like, if you want a grass type, the most common grass type you're going to be going with is probably Rillaboom, which just does its job way better most of the time. And there's just way better water types like Urshifu, and like there's just so many other better water types that you can just throw onto a team. I think Ogerpon is just like one of those mons that just really fell off, and it's for a reason. There's so many other better options. But I didn't know why it's on his team. It's just to fill out the fire, water, grass with the terra fire on the annihilate. That's kind of why it's there, but it also gives you kind of a decent check to some of the stuff like Urshifu and Kyogre and a few other things. But I think the other like main problem I kind of have with this team, especially in a lot of my games, is if I'm not able to get up the Trick Room, or like if my opponent's just able to just do a bunch of damage before I'm able to really do anything, the Dialga just can't pull the game back, or like this team just can't pull the game back, especially if you're not able to get the like the speed control set up or like get rolling early enough. Even with screens, you're still taking so much damage. You really are. I don't really care for Fake Out on Grimmsnarl either. I really don't. I would rather just have like Spirit Break or Thunder Wave on that as well. I don't think Fake Out on Grimmsnarl is really the greatest. It's decent to have Fake Out on this team. Like, it's a really good thing to have, but I think there's so many other better mons to have Fake Out on. Like, if you're running Grimmsnarl, you're better off just running Speed Control with Thunder Wave. That also could take a lot of the pressure off the MEW, so you wouldn't have to run Tailwind or like one of those Speed Control type moves. Just run one. You won't have to run both. That frees up a move slot for like coaching or some other type of move, or even like an attacking move for the MEW, so it can actually fight back sometimes. Because apart from that, if you do get taunted and like you don't have a mental herb, or if you get knocked off, you're kind of in a bad spot. So I don't know. Apart from that, though, the rest of this team is pretty fine. I like the Annihilate. I don't know. There was a few times I kind of wish I had Rage Fist over the Phantom Force, but I understand why Phantom Force is on here, because you're gonna probably die way faster than it before you get your Rage Fist fully charged to even like base 100 or 150 power. So I understand why it's on there. But overall, fun team. Just kind of a really cool showcase of what MEW is kind of fitting into on a lot of these teams. Kind of one of the more common sets. I don't think it's perfect. Like I said, I think MEW overall is just kind of more of a niche mon. It takes a lot to really set up. But like I think one of the main things about MEW is like you can kind of build it however you really want. You don't really have to run this set either. You can run it like more of a supportive set without transform, and like it gets a really good move pool. There's a lot of shit you can do with it, so it's not really a bad mon, but I just don't think there's really much reason to use it over a lot of other really good stuff that's just like button clicking, just mindless damage, or really easy to use. Click a setup move and then just sweep the game, or that type of stuff that there currently is. So if you guys want to use this team, paste down below, rental in the corner. I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Leave a like, subscribe, share the video. I also usually stream over here Friday and Saturday nights. Saturday nights I usually stream Wi-Fi battles or Pokemon stuff over here on the channel. I usually stream on Twitch as well once in a while. Link that down below if that interests you guys. I'm gonna get out of here. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for watching.